Okay, the next part we're going to be looking at is part number 412, which is found on page 110 in your book in chapter 4. So this is going to be kind of a fun part. It's a little bit more complex than a couple of the others that we've been looking at, but we'll break it down and I'll show you the process that I took to create it. So we will look to our book, and here is page 412, or here is problem number 412. And you'll notice here that it tells us that we want to put our origin at the back corner here. Now this is the back corner, and we're going to be adding the tab on the back. So our top plane is going to be actually sitting right here. We're going to extrude up and extrude down below it. And then this is going to be where our origin is going to be located. Okay, so let's set it up so that we are on our top plane as we're starting our part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new part here. I do have my working directory already set up, and this is called the index aid, and I'm going to call this 3. Okay, and I'm going to start fresh. So I'm going to start on my top plane, and we're going to be drawing basically the rectangle for kind of the base position or the base of the entire part. So here's my top plane. I'm going to say extrude, placement, define on the top plane, and sketch. I'm going to do my sketch view so I can look straight on, and I'm going to zoom, 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 zoom in here. Okay, and I'm going to set that left corner, the upper left corner, if you would, as I look at the top view here of my part. So just creating a rectangle, and my width dimension is 3.25, and my height dimension is going to be 2.5. So let's zoom in on here, and all I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to check my requirements. I'm good to go. I am going to extrude the thickness of 0.62, 0.62 up from. Okay, so my 0, 0, 0 is in that lower left-hand corner there, lower left-hand corner. Okay, all right. I'm going to add the tab to the back or to the bottom here, the little T slot, if you would. That's going to go on, or the T extrusion. And I'm going to do another extrude, and it's going to be off of this front face. Look at it in this orientation for my sketch view, and I'm just going to draw a rectangle. So I'm going to go kind of here, the line, down, over, here, and close it. All right, and the dimensions are coming from actually this side over here in this view. So this is going to be 1.25, and the width of my tab down is 0.75. Okay, and the height of it, gosh, I had it nice and close here. It's 0.19. There we go. Okay, I'm going to check it before we go. It looks good. Okay, now I'm going to kind of rotate this around. I'm going to switch directions. And I can't do a through all, okay, because it's not hitting another surface, okay? So I do have to put in the depth of 2.5 here. Right. Okay. All right, so I have my slot, I have my block. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to look back underneath here, and I'm going to create the triangle like cutout at the bottom here, right there in that lower right hand corner. So like this here, I am going to extrude off of this. I'm going to do like a cut extrude, if you would. Placement is on this top surface, and I'm going to get my sketch view here, and I'm going to draw my triangle like from here, here, there, and close it. Okay. Now I'm going to dimension this line And that's, oh my goodness, 1 inch. Look at how lucky I was there. And then I'm going to do from here to here, which is an angle of 50 degrees. And that should be all I need. And that is, okay, cool. Now, I don't want to extrude up. I want to flip this and remove material, but not all of it. I need to go to a depth of 0.19. There we go. Okay, there it is. Okay, all right. Okay, so now I'm going to create, I go back at look at my drawing. I am going to create this section going up, but I'm going to make it a complete like chunk, okay, without the angle, the 30-degree angle cut. Okay. So as I look on the top view here, so I'm going to go off of this top. So I'm going to do an extrude placement, and it's going to be on this surface right here. And I'm going to do my sketch view. And I'm going to start by going in this corner here, a little bit over, kind of like this, and like that, here, and close it. Okay, so I know that my dimension here is 0.25, quarter of an inch. Okay, and then I know that my dimension from this edge to that edge is 1.25. And lastly, I know that this angle from here to here is 40 degrees. There we go. So I'm going to check to see if I'm ready, and I am. Awesome, fully defined. And this is going to be extruded a dimension of, now we have to take, you'll notice there, the 1.56, and I have to subtract off the 0.62 and the 0.19. So 3/4 of an inch is left, 0.75 is left over. And enter. And that looks good. Okay. All right. So I've got that section up on there. Okay. Cool. Now I need to actually cut this back now 30 degrees. Cut that back 30 degrees. So let's take a peek back at our drawing. Okay. And if I look in this direction, so if I'm looking like if you would from the right side, I just need to make this 30-degree cut going down, and it's located from the front of the part 1.56. So let's minimize this, and I want to look at this from my right side view, and I need to actually be drawing on my right plane. So I'm going to extrude off of my right plane. Okay, I'm going to see how it positions this. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. So my 30-degree angle needs to come like this. Okay, so this is good. I'm going to do a line, and I'm going to kind of go here. I'm going to go down, up, and over. So I'm going to make another triangle. Okay, and the dimensions I need are going to be from this edge to that edge, 1.56. And the angle is going to be from here to here, going to be 30 degrees. Okay, that should be it. I check this, I'm good. Okay, now it knows it's going to be a cut and it needs to go in that direction, but it needs to go all the way through. So I'm going to change my depth from a value to all the way through, and there it is. Okay, cool. All right, so I've got that whole form in there now. So not too bad, not too bad. Once you break it down into the pieces, it all kind of comes together. So my very last feature here is going to be the counter bore that we have. So how we're going to do that, really how I've been doing it up to this point, I'm going to extrude, place on this plane here, put my circle. And I should go straight on. It looks a little bit easier to do. All right, this is going to be my 0.5 diameter, and the dimension is going to come actually from this surface to the center, and it is going to be 1.625. There we go. I really should bring that off of the part. Oopsie. Come on, there we go. All right, and then I need to dimension from the center to the front face, and that dimension is going to be 0.75. So there is my pool. I believe I should be good, and I am. And I'm going to switch the direction to be through all, and it's in. Okay. Now I'm going to do one more extrude on the same plane. Sketch, view, circle. I'm just going to find the center of that last circle that I created. And this dimension is going to be 0.75. And because it shares that same center, I'm good to go. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to switch my direction. I'm going to remove material, and it's going to be at a depth of 0.38. There it is. Cool. All right, it's in. It's in. There we go. Look at part done. Counterbores, cuts, extrudes, kind of a fun little part to do, okay? All right, so I'm going to position my part, kind of bring it in a little bit. I'm going to do my Windows Shift S to get my snip. Upper right hand corner, drag, 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 release, and it's on my clipboard to put into a document to upload to Blackboard. Okay, hopefully that helped. Let me know if you need any additional assistance.